Test, test, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Love it.
Awesome.
Oh, you should sit behind them in case they need you. Not like direct, like the third row from the top. Do you know what I'm talking about? Third or fourth row from the top, right there. Yeah, just in case they need you or something, like you fill a water bottle. So, oh yeah. But tomorrow, I want to go first. I can show you how to do it, and then maybe next time or next week I'll let you do it, so you can learn. Yeah.
Felt really good to get a haircut. I was overdue. I have a cousin that's a beautician here. So I got to visit with my cousin and get my hair cut. It was a win-win, right? Then her dad, which she's my second cousin, but her dad's my first cousin. And then he's coming in tomorrow, so I'll get to see him. I haven't seen him in like 3-4 years. Yeah, it won't be a long visit, but I'll get to see him. We went to Arizona. I don't get that by the government. They're full of shit. They're trying to implement an agenda. Believe half of what you see and about 10% of what you hear, you know? I mean, they're the government lies, but people just eat it up. This coronavirus came about to win an election. They gotta keep control. Well, that's not how it's supposed to be. We, the people, are supposed to be the ones in charge. But we're stupid, and we let the government have too much power, and now, and it's one of those give an inch, they take a mile. You know? It's like all of a sudden Twitter censoring the president. You know, it all started with Facebook jail. People tolerate. Next thing you know, censoring the president, you know? If they can censor the president of the United States, they can censor anything. That is not good, dude. That is not good.
Anybody home? What's up, Brotown? Yeah, I can hear you better tonight, too. That's good. Yeah. All right, well, we got about 8 minutes on the clock. At about 5 minutes, I want to take it. As the KAYHI Kings are in town, the Crimson Bears will take on the Kings here, and it's the home opener. It's the opener for the Bears. The Kings have played the first 2 nights here in Juneau out at Thunder Mountain, where they earned themselves a split with the Falcons out there, winning last night by 28 points and losing the first night by 2 points. As now the KAYHI girls head out to Thunder Mountain to take on the Falcons out there, and they will be on KINY in Juneau and KGTW in Ketchikan. These games will be on KJNO here in Juneau and KTKN down in Ketchikan. As you can always throw out the records with these teams. Juneau definitely is a more experienced team, has more returning starters from last year. And they will be led, I'm sure, by Cooper Kriegmont. This is going to be his third year as a starter for the Crimson Bears. He's a lefty. He can finish, and he can shoot the ball. He's a great player. They've got a big man in the middle, Garrett Bryant. And Malachi Nichols will also start for them, along with Brock McCormick, who's a nifty shooter from the outside as well. And Lope Elizarde will also get the start for the Bears. As the team's out on the court warming up, got about 2.5 minutes to go here in the on the clock before we get this game underway. And with no fans in the stands, which we have no fans, there will be probably no introduction to starting lineups. We have not had that the first couple nights. So, yeah. On the other side, KAYHI, they had a hot shooting night last night from Clayton Olstad, as he had 21 points, 6 first-half three-pointers yesterday for Clayton, as he propelled KAYHI to the win. And he'll be joined in the starting lineup by Tyler Slick, Josh Rhodes, the big man in the middle at 6'5", and J.J. Parker will be the point guard, and Zach Hanchy will be the forward. As Clayton Olstad seems to have his right hand taped up a little bit, a little ginger with it, his right thumb it looks like. And he's trying not to touch the ball with it and stuff, but he's still out there, and he's in the starting lineup as well. So I'm sure the Bears are hungry to get their season underway, as season is starting about 6 weeks later than normal, which is unusual. Oh, teams are coming off the court, getting ready here to get this one underway. So we're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back to get this one underway. Welcome back, as the cheerleaders are out there doing their routine to the Crimson Bears fight song, as both teams are in the huddle. No more jump ball in high school. They've eliminated the jump ball in the high school game here in Alaska. They just go with the alternating possession from the get-go. I kind of like the jump ball, though, but it is what it is. And I believe the visiting team gets the first possession. I have no idea, or if they flip a coin or what, but I know that in the first two games, the Lady Kings got the opening possession, and I don't know if that is because they won a coin flip or not. As the cheerleaders are just about to finish up here, and we'll get this one underway. Once again, starters for the Bears will be Elizarte, McCormick, Nichols, Kriegmont, and Bryant. On the other side for KAYHI will be Slick, Olstad, Parker, Rhodes, and Hanchy. And it looks like we're going to have the national anthem here, so we're going to send it back to the studio for 30 seconds, and when we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off here. Take a minute. Take a minute. There you have it. National anthem by the Juneau Pep Band, and we're going to get this one underway. Conference matchup in the 4A division here in Region 5 as Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears taking on the KAYHI Kings. And whose ball is it? It's going to be KAYHI ball. Hanchy will trigger on the side. They get it into J.J. Parker. Parker, hounded by Elizarde. Needs help. Backdoor cut to Slick. And it's a bad pass turnover. First one on the Kings. Kriegmont the other way. Out to Nichols for three. No good. Rebound McCormick in there as they'll reset. Elizarde goes left. Dumps to Nichols. Gets inside. Dumps off over to Bryant. Shot off the window is good. Full court pressure. Up to Olstad. He'll get it across the timeline. Slow it down for Parker. Parker goes right. Backs it out. Hanchy, they swing it around to Slick on the far side, looking for Rhodes down on the post. Slick steps through. Nice move. Shot up on the baseline is good as he faked it to Rhodes, pulled it back in, and went up with the shot. Now Elizarde gets it across the timeline, hounded by Parker. Goes right. Gets on the baseline. Shot off the window. Good. 4-2 Bears. Quickly up to Slick as KAYHI breaks the press. Over to Hanchy for three. That's too hard. Rebound Rhodes. And they'll reset. Out to Slick for three. That's too hard. And back the other way. Nichols gets into the lane. Stolen away by the Kings. Parker pushes. All the way into the paint, into Olstead, out to Rhodes for three. Good, the big man drains the three. 5-4 KAYHI. Kriegmont brings it across. Goes baseline, gets cut off. Oh, nice dish over to Bryant, who makes the easy chippy as Kriegmont drops the dime on him. Up ahead quickly to Slick in the corner. Out to Rhodes. Hanchy over to Olstad. Olstad drives into the lane, gets it off to Parker. He'll fire for three. Good. J.J. Parker drains the three. KAYHI up 8-6. Nichols pushes. Backdoor cut, not there, and tipped out of bounds by Parker on the hustle. Sub coming in, Porter Nelson for the Bears as Elizarde will come out. Kriegmont to trigger down on the baseline for the Bears. Inbounded to McCormick. His shot for three is no good. And the rebound on the ground, and the Bears are going to come up with it. Nichols, right wing. Going to go right. Looking for the pick and roll. Poked away by Nichols. Olstad, but then they call the travel. So KAYHI ball. Bears will full court press. Into Parker. Back to Rhodes. Now to Olstad in the middle of the court. He'll get it across the timeline. Back to Rhodes. They swing it to Hanchy. Parker. And he traveled. Second turnover on KAYHI. Inbounded to Nelson. Nelson pushes it up. Poked away by Parker. Olstad comes up with it. He's pushing the other way. Out to Parker for three. No good. Rebound. There's a foul on the rebound. See who it's going to be on. It's going to be on Zach Hanchy. Nichols inbounds to Nelson in the backcourt. Jobin Lorenzo is checked in for the Kings for Parker. McCormick with it. Dribbles out to the top. Looking for Kriegmont. Over to Cooper. He's going to drive left. Gets inside. Hangs. Shot off the glass is good. First basket for Kriegmont. Tied it up at 8. Lorenzo in the backcourt is going to get it across. Had it poked away by Kriegmont. And a turnover by the Kings. They get it into McCormick in the paint. His shot up, no good. Kyler Charles pulls the rebound. And he'll push it up himself. And he loses the handle, but not off of Nelson and out of bounds. Now Slick's going to come out of the game. Parker back in. Elizarde will come back in for the Bears as Nichols will take a break. Charles will trigger on the baseline for the Kings. They get it into Parker. Parker goes right, gets in the lane, little floater, up, no good. Rebound, Kriegmont. Quickly up ahead to Elizarde. He's going to attack, blocked by Clayton Olstad, out of bounds. So Bears ball down on the baseline. Kriegmont's going to trigger down there. 8-8 our score with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Into Elizarde, one dribble, pumps from 12, no good. Garrett Bryant cleans it up with the offensive putback. He's got 6. Full court pressure. Olstad gets by the Bears. Now to Kyler Charles, is going to drive in, hangs on the baseline, no good. Rebound McCormick. He'll push the other way now. Over to Kriegmont, he'll fire for 3, good. 13-8. Bears now as they strike a couple times real quickly. Charles, right wing, drives it in, spins, gets inside. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for a pair. So Kyler Charles will go to the line. Foul was on Bryant, his first. First free throw for Kyler is up and good. Slick will come back into the game for Olstad. Well, one more coming for Charles. Is no good. Kriegmont with the rebound. Nichols brings it up over to Nelson. Stuck on the baseline, nowhere to go, and tipped out by the Kings as he tried to save it into his teammate. 13-9 our score. Bears on top. 3:15 to go in the first. Kriegmont to trigger down on the baseline. As they set something up, they get it out to Elizarde. Hounded by Parker, ball on the ground, and it's going to be jump. So it'll stay with the Bears. on the alternating possession. Oh, Kriegmont to trigger on the far side. Gets it into Elizarde. Quickly up ahead to Nelson. Nelson spins away from trouble. Needs help. Gets it off to Kriegmont, who drives and it's an offensive foul. What? They're going to call a block. Interesting call as Kriegmont had a head of steam, lowered his shoulder, and ran right over the KAYHI player who was set. Not sure how that could have been possible, but that's what they called. So 2 shots for Kriegmont. Shot is up, and the short off the front rim, no good. So 1 more for Kriegmont. He's got 5 points so far in the game. Free throws up and good. Full court pressure. Lorenzo now slick. Up ahead to Rhodes. Rhodes fakes his man up. Gets up court, now to Parker. They swing it around to Lorenzo. And he tried to find Charles down on the baseline, kicked out by Kriegmont. 14-9 our score. 2:48 to go here in the first half. In the first quarter, excuse me. Into Lorenzo, over to Parker. Looking for Rhodes down on the block, not there. Now to Charles. Now to Josh Rhodes. And he had it stolen away by Kriegmont. As he races the other way, misses the layup, tried to get too fancy. And Rhodes comes away with the rebound. Now to Parker. Quickly across to Charles. Charles going to drive, gets inside, hangs, blocked. And Nichols comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Elizarde in the paint. Scoops, no good, but a foul, and that's going to be on Lorenzo. So Elizarde will go to the line for 2 here. 3 team fouls on the Kings, 1 on the Bears. First free throw, no good. Subs coming in, Olstad and Hanchy. Lorenzo's got 2 fouls now, and Josh Rhodes gets a break as well. So second free throw by Elizarde is up and good. Garrett Bryant will come back in for Brock McCormick now. Tyler Slick to inbound for KAYHI. They get it into Charles. Now to Parker in the middle of the court. Up ahead to Hanchy, who skips it over to Olstad to a cutting Slick. Goes right to the hoop, lays it up good. Nice passing, 15-11 now. The Bears on top by 4. Elizarde. Up top to Kriegmont. He spins, goes left, hangs in the paint, too hard, gets his own board. Shot back up, no good, but he's fouled. And the foul's going to be on Clayton Olstad, his first. And now Kriegmont will shoot 2 again. First free throw by Kriegmont, spins out, no good. He'll get another one. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter, 15-11 Bears. Make it 16-11 as Kriegmont makes 1 out of 2. Full court pressure again. They get it into Parker. Parker brings it across now. Olstad. Over to Slick. Off to Hanchy. Up to Olstad. Now Charles. Over to Parker. They swing to Slick for 3. Short. Rebound Charles. Out to Olstad, who drives the basket. Little floater is good. 1 minute to go. 16-13 Bears. As they turn it over now. Parker comes up with the steal. As he brings it up. He'll drive it in. Gets inside. Scoops it up. It's good. Fancy footwork by J.J. Parker. And he's got 5. 16-15. Elizarde brings it the other way. Drives right. Gets in on the baseline, and he traveled, and he'll turn it back over with 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As Tyus Carney comes in along with Brock McCormick, Kriegmont and Nelson get a break. 1 point lead for the Bears here. Charles inbounds to Parker. Over to Charles. Charles will get it across the timeline, crosses over, loses his man, dumps it down low, kicked out by the Bears. So it'll be KAYHI ball down on the baseline with 29 seconds to go. As they set up a play, Charles will trigger. As they set it all up, here we go. Inbounded to Olstad. Nothing there, gets it back out to Charles. Bad pass, will turn it over. I don't know what he was looking at. Quickly up ahead to McCormick, right to the hoop, scoops it up good. They didn't get back. 15 seconds, Hanchy. Now to Slick, down to Charles. Gets inside, out to Hanchy for 3 in the corner, it's good. And at the buzzer, they get a half-court heave, no good, and we are tied at 18 after the first quarter in this high-scoring affair. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with second quarter action. Welcome back. Set to start the second quarter here. It's going to be KAYHI ball once again on the alternating possession. Slick will trigger on the far side. Gets it into Parker. Parker will bring it up across against Elizarde. Trying to set something up, gets it to Hanchy. Down to Slick, now to Rhodes. He'll get it out to Olstad for 3. Too hard, rebound Slick. And Slick nearly had it taken away by Kriegmont, but it goes out of bounds and it stays with KAYHI. Slick to trigger for the Kings down on the baseline as they set up the inbound play to Olstad. Up top to Parker. Little fake drives, and a bad pass will turn it over. Not how you want to start the quarter. Elizarde will bring it up for the Bears. Guarded by Parker, gets it to Nichols at the top now. Goes right, now to Elizarde down in the corner. Needs help. And back out to Nichols. Over to McCormick at the top. McCormick drives, 15-footer at the elbow, no good. Partially blocked by Slick. Olstad comes up with the rebound. Parker brings it up. Quickly up to Slick. Slick drives. Gets cut off into a cutting Hanchy. Shot up. Good. Nice cut by Zach Hanchy to save his teammate there. And Kriegmont had it poked away out of bounds by Hanchy. 20-18, KAYHI with the lead. 6:50 to go here in the first half. Kriegmont to trigger. Gets it right in underneath the Bryant. Out to Nichols at the top. They swing it to Elizarde for three. That's way too hard. And rebound McCormick somehow sneaks in there, gets it, and finishes. Got to box out. That don't happen. Parker with it. Now to Olstad. He drives in, dumps to Rhodes. Rhodes can't hang on. Too hot. Turns it over. 8 turnovers now on KAYHI, and they get it right back. 6 on the Bears. Parker coming the other way, and he's fouled by Kriegmont. Oh, no, it's Bryant pushing down in the paint with Rhodes. Way away from the ball. That's not good basketball. So Parker gets it into Hanchy. Hanchy turns, fires for three. Too hard. Rebound to Brock McCormick. Quickly up ahead to Nelson. Spins away from trouble, goes left, needs help. Now to Kriegmont at the elbow. 15-footer is good. And Cooper now with 9 here in the first half. 22-20 Bears. Now Slick with it. Up on top, Jared Rhodes, who's just checked in. Now Josh Rhodes. Off to Parker. He'll bomb for three. That's too hard. Rebound, Jared Rhodes. Gets it back out to Hanchy. Now Josh Rhodes. Now to Hanchy in the corner. Up to Parker. Now they swing it to Slick. Josh Rhodes drives baseline. Dumps to Parker. Now to Slick. Wide open for three in the corner. No good. And rebound Bears. Quickly up ahead to Nelson. Partially blocked by Parker, but he's going to get the foul. Nice effort, but he fouled him. So Porter Nelson will go to the line for a pair. He's scoreless so far. 22-20 Bears with 5:20 to go here in the first half. Nelson's free throw, no good. Carney will come back in for Malachi Nichols. Josh Rhodes will get a break. Kyler Charles will come back into the game. One more for Nelson. Free throws up, no. Long rebound comes off to Carney. And now stolen away by J.J. Parker. And a bad pass will turn it right back over as he tried to get Hanchy streaking out in front of him. Now Nelson coming the other way. Goes right, down in the corner, needs help. To a cutting McCormick. Layup is good. Defense got caught trailing. Now Parker brings it up. 24-20 Bears. Charles needs help. Gets it out Hanchy. They swing it to Parker. And now off to Charles. To Slick, left wing. Slick drives. Over to Jared Rhodes. Now Parker up to Hanchy. They swing it to Charles. Charles drives it in. Hangs on the baseline. Good. Nice move by Kyler Charles. His first basket. Little fadeaway after the baseline drive. Now Carney up to Kriegmont. The up fakes, gets Hanchy in the air, and he's fouled. Second on Hanchy. No shots. It's going to be on the ground on the fake. Josh Rhodes comes in now. Slick comes out. Hanchy comes out. Josh Rhodes comes in. Olstad's in. Inbounded Nelson in the backcourt as the Bears reset. 24-22 our score. Bears by 2. Nelson with it. Out to Kriegmont. Dumps it down low. Bad pass, and it's broken up and goes to KAYHI on the turnover. It's 8 turnovers on the Bears now. 4:21 to go here in the half. Bears by 2. Parker streaks up the court. Gets in the lane. Little runner rolls off, no good. Rebound Bryant for the Bears. Now McCormick brings it up. Lost the handle. Got it over to Nelson for 3. That's too hard. Long rebound. And is chased down by, finally KAYHI comes up with it. Parker gets it to Olstad, and he's blocked. And it goes off of Olstad. Boy, what an effort by Brock McCormick as he hustled back. Got the block, and then it went off of Olstad out of bounds. Oh, another turnover. Okay, I got the rebound, but then turned it over on the fast break. Now Nelson gets it to Kriegmont. Gets in the lane, hangs, shot up. Good, tough. That's a tough finish right there. 26-22 our score. Now Parker quickly up ahead to Charles. Drives baseline, gets it off to Slick. Over to Parker for 3. Too hard. Rebound batted around, comes into the hands of Kriegmont. Kriegmont will bring it up himself. Gets a screen, goes left. Elbow free throw, shot jumper is good. 28-22. Quickly up ahead to Slick. Down to Kyler Charles, into Parker. Has to kick it out. Wide open is Olstad for 3. It's good. Good inside-out basketball. 28-25 our score. Now Nelson with it. 3 minutes to go in the half. Over to McCormick for 3. Air ball and goes out of bounds to the Kings. Subs coming in for the Bears. Carrillo comes in along with Elizarde. Nelson and McCormick get a break as Hanchy comes in for KAYHI. Kyler Charles goes out. Now Parker brings it up. Hanchy over to Olstad. Hands off to Parker. Now over to Hanchy. Down on the block to Slick. Turns, fires, 15-footer, rolls in, good. Tyler Slick's got 6 points now, 28-27 our score. Now Elizarde brings it up to Kriegmont. He fakes, drives, gets inside, hangs, scoop, no good, but he's fouled, he'll shoot 2. And exactly what we expected out of Cooper Kriegmont. I mean, the guy can play ball. And he's getting to the line, drawing fouls. And he's scoring. He's scoring up a storm. He's in double figures with 13 so far. And looking to add to that with 2 free throws here. Shot on the way is good. So 14 now for Kriegmont. Charles comes in for Hanchy. Marcos Yadao checks into the game as Garrett Bryant gets a break. Shot on the way is good by Kriegmont. He's got 15 now. Pressure in the backcourt. Parker's going to break it. Over to Charles. Down to Slick in the corner. Now to Josh Rhodes at the top. Off to Olstad. Now gives off to Charles. Needs help. Gets it over to Parker. Now Slick on the far side. Slick wants to drive it. Lost the handle and turned it over. Oh. No, we're going to get a foul. Kind of pushed him out of bounds and lost control. So it's on Elizarde. So KAYHI ball still 30-27 our score. 2:05 to go in the half. They set up the inbound play right to Slick underneath. Shot up, good, and the foul. And that's going to be on Elizarde again. And it's his second. So Slick will get the end one. Could tie it up here. High scoring first half. Bit of fast-paced game. Slick, free throw up and good. He's got 9. Kriegmont pushes it up. Over to Kearney, he'll bomb. That's too hard, rebound Kriegmont. And he's fouled in there by Slick, and he'll go to the line for a pair. First foul on Slick. Kriegmont back to the line. This will be free throws number 7 and 8 for Cooper in this game. Free throw is up, no good. The freshman Jared Rhodes will check in for Slick. Oh, that's 2 on Slick, with just under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Second one by Kriegmont, way short. The long rebound comes out to the Bears. And then stolen away by the Kings. Up to Josh Rhodes, now to Olstad. Kyler Charles with it. Dumps to Josh Rhodes. Tough catch, gets inside, finishes. Tough catch by Josh. Was not a great pass, but he made it happen. Elizarde over to Kriegmont. Deep 3, short. Rebound Kearney. His shot, short. And goes out of bounds to KAYHI. Boy, KAYHI is getting killed on the offensive glass by the Bears. They have got to box out. Into Parker as he'll bring it up. Gets it across. And poked away by Carrillo. KAYHI up 32-30 now, with 1:15 to go in the first half. Olstad with it. Over to Parker. He'll fire for 3, and that spins off no good. And the rebound goes to KAYHI. Well, no, it was knocked out. Josh Rhodes had the rebound, and they knocked it away from him. As they set up the play, they get it into Jared Rhodes. Now to Olstad. He'll fire for 3. Too hard. Rebound Yadao for the Bears. And stolen by Rhodes, and he goes back up strong. Misses the shot, but a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. Oh, the length of Jared Rhodes, the 6'6 freshman, stole the outlet pass, and he just attacked the hoop. Drew the foul, and now he'll shoot 2. First one, no good. 55 seconds to go here in the first half. Kings on top, 32-30 over the Bears. Here in the Bears Den at Juneau Douglas High School. Second free throw by Rhodes, no good. Rebound Kearney. Quick outlet to Elizarde. He'll push it. Gets all the way down in the corner, gets it out to Kearney for 3. That's too hard. Rebound Olstad. Parker quickly up to Jared Rhodes. Shot up, good. They're going to call offensive foul. I don't know about that one. Good flop. McCormick will come back in for Kearney. Nichols comes in for Yadao. Elizarde will bring it up for the Bears. Up the right side. Now off to Nichols. Down in the corner to Carrillo. He's going to drive. Little floater, no good. Josh Rhodes pulls the rebound. Quickly the other way. And KAYHI is going to turn it over. Charles with the turnover. Up to McCormick now for the Bears. And now he's going to nearly turn it over. Ball's loose. Nichols comes up with it. And now KAYHI does turn it, steal it. Olstad, and then he's picked from behind and fouled by Nichols. Frantic action with 3.8 seconds to go. I don't think it's shots. It's going to be KAYHI ball on the side, 3.8 seconds to go. J.J. Parker to trigger. Gets it into Olstad. Gets a screen. Gets free. Shot up at the buzzer. Good. What a runner by Olstad. And the Kings take a 34-30 lead into the locker room. And we'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the Doug's Auto Body and Glass halftime report. Back in 3 minutes. Welcome back to the Doug's Auto Body and Glass halftime report here, as we're having everything we've expected here as the Kings lead 34-30 at the half in this high-scoring first half. As, boy, up and down and all around, scrappy basketball, and just so grateful to be able to be here to call these games and to be playing basketball again. And, yeah, for the Bears, definitely exactly what we expected. Cooper Kriegmont leading the way. Cooper with 15 first-half points. He's got 4 field goals, 1 3-pointer, and he's 4 of 8 from the foul line. And then 6 points for Garrett Bryant on 3 field goals, all in the first quarter early. And then 6 for Brock McCormick on 3 field goals, and 3 points for Lope Elizarde on 1 field goal. He's 1 for 2 from the foul line. The Bears were 5 of 11 in the first half from the foul line. They turned it over 11 times in the first half. They had 11 defensive rebounds, and 9 offensive rebounds, which, boy, they really killed the Kings on the glass as they doubled them up here in the first half on rebounding, and most of that due to the 9 offensive rebounds. On the other side, leading the way for the KAYHI Kings is none other than Tyler Slick, KAYHI's senior. He's got 9 points on 4 field goals. He's 1 for 1 from the foul line. And then Clayton Olstad with 7 points. He's got 2 field goals and 1 3-pointer for his 7. And then 5 points for J.J. Parker. He's got a 2-point basket and a 3-point basket. 5 points for Josh Rhodes. He's got a 3-point basket and a 2-point basket. And 5 points for Zach Hanchey on a 3-point basket and a 2-point basket. And Kyler Charles has chipped in 2 points, 3 points as well, as he's got 1 field goal. He's 1 for 2 from the foul line. And the Kings are 2 for 5 from the foul line in the first half. KAYHI has turned the ball over 13 times in the first half. They had 6 defensive rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds in the first half. As after 1 quarter, we were tied at 18. It's been back and forth all the way. I think the biggest lead we've seen is 6 points by the Bears and 4 points by the Kings. KAYHI outscoring the Bears 16-12 in the second quarter, and we have KAYHI holds a 34-30 lead here at the half. And yeah, they just need to find a way to stop Kriegmont. Boy, he's just tough. And on the other side, the Kings with some balance, and the Bears need to keep them from shooting that 3, because that is what has kept KAYHI in the game. Is they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 first half 3-pointers, so that has helped balloon their little lead here in the first half. Well, we got about 3 minutes left here to go in the half. That's going to wrap things up for our Doug's Auto Body halftime report. And when we come back, third and fourth quarter action here at the Bears Den in Juneau as they host the KAYHI Kings. Welcome back to the Bears Den at Juneau Douglas High School. Getting ready to start the second half here. It will be Juneau Douglas ball to start the third quarter. KAYHI holding on to a 4-point lead here at the half. Starters out of the court for the Bears. Nichols, McCormick, Elizarde, Kriegmont, and Bryant for KAYHI. Josh Rhodes, Hanchy, Olstad, Parker, and Slick. Elizarde with it, goes over to Kriegmont. He's going to drive left, gets inside, hangs, scoop, no. Rebound McCormick, gets to the rim, shot up, no. Rebound still loose, Kriegmont comes up with it. And they get it inside, shot is up, and a foul. Kriegmont going to the line again. Josh Rhodes will pick up the foul. That's his first. And once again, offensive rebounding, killing the Kings. Not able to secure that rebound, and the Bears just scrapping for it. Kriegmont's free throw is up and good. And now he's got 16 points. He'll get one more here. Shot on the way. He is good. Back come the Kings. Parker. Now to Rhodes. Back to Parker. Parker will bring it across. Poked away by Elizarde. Tyler Slick to inbound for the Kings. Gets it into Parker. Parker goes left. Out to Hanchy at the top. They swing it to Olstad. He'll fire the deep three. No. Rebound off to Bryant for the Bears. McCormick pushing the other way. Blocked by Olstad as he tried to attack the rim. And it'll be Bears ball down on the baseline. Nichols will trigger down there for the Bears. Inbounded to Bryant outside the three-point line. They get it out to Elizarde. Down in the corner now to Kriegmont, and he's fouled on the ground before the shot. Looks like it's going to be on Hanchy. And that'll be Zach's third. And he's probably going to head to the bench here. Well, he's going to run with him. Nichols gets it into Elizarde. Deep three on the way, too hard. Rebound McCormick. And he's going to take it back up strong and in. McCormick with 8. Parker now brings it across, gets it to Hanchy. And he's hand-checked by Nichols. That'll be Nichols' second. First team foul on the Bears. Hanchy's going to come out as Jobin Lorenzo will check in. Olstad will trigger it in. Gets it into Lorenzo in the backcourt. Gets it across. Now to Slick. Up to Rhodes. They swing it to Parker. Olstad on the far side. Up to Slick at the top for three. And it's good. Tyler Slick drains the three. He's got a dozen. 37-34 our score. As Elizarde comes the other way. Gets down underneath the hoop. Up and under scoop is good. Uses the rim to protect the ball and scores. Now Parker pushes the other way, gets inside, over to Olstad. 3 ball on the way from the far side. No good. Bryant pulls the rebound. Quickly out to Kriegmont. 1-point lead for the Kings. Kriegmont drives it in, gets inside, and he's fouled. No, he hands off to Bryant, and Bryant is fouled. So Garrett Bryant going to the line. First free throw is up and good. That ties the game at 37. 6:03 to go here in the third quarter. So another shot from the foul line for Bryant is on the way. No good. Rebound Josh Rhodes. Up to Slick. Now to Olstad. Rhodes, they swing it to Parker. Now Lorenzo. Lorenzo backs it out to Slick. Slick drives baseline. Oh, to a cutting Parker. Little runner is no good. Rebound Bryant had inside position. Now to McCormick. Drives it down. Runner in the paint. No. Rebound Josh Rhodes as he pulls it away. Gets it out to Parker. Still tied at 37. Down in the corner, Lorenzo for three. And that's good. Jobin Lorenzo drains it. Three ball, keeping KAYHI in it. Now Nichols had it stolen by Lorenzo. Off to Slick. Slick brings it up. 40-37 KAYHI. Out to Olstad. They swing it to Rhodes. Now up to Lorenzo. Olstad. Slick. Oh, they had Rhodes in the paint. They didn't get it to him. Now over to Lorenzo. Out to Olstad. Rhodes. He'll fire the three. That's too hard. And a foul. And they're going to call over the back on Nichols. Over the back, Lorenzo. And that'll be number 3 on Nichols. And he put the hand right in his back and gave Lorenzo a little chuck, and that was all it took to get the rebound. As they set it up, they get it into Rhodes. Quick trigger 3, long 2, they say, for Rhodes. 42-37 KAYHI. Now Kriegmont drives, and he traveled, and he'll turn it over. And Kriegmont just trying to do too much on that play. Trying to go 1-on-3, and it wasn't there. Good help by Josh Rhodes. Lorenzo brings it up for the Kings. Gets it down to Olstad in the corner. Now out to Rhodes. Parker. They swing it to Slick. One dribble, 15-footer. Spins in for Tyler Slick. And he's got 14 now for the Kings, 44-37. Elizarde. And he'll drive, and he's fouled by Parker. That's going to be number 2 on Parker on the ground. 4 team fouls now on the Kings, as Kyler Charles will come in for him. Nichols will trigger on the side for the Bears. Inbounded to Elizarde, hounded by Lorenzo. They get it off to Razor. He loses the handle, needs help. Now out to Kriegmont. Fake the 3, dribble drive into the paint, and he's fouled. Makes the shot somehow, and he'll go to the line for the end one. And Olstad's going to pick up the foul. That's his second. 5 team fouls now on the Kings with just over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and KAYHI on top by 5, and Kriegmont shooting the end one free throw. Free throw is up and short. Rebound, Kriegmont gets it, hangs in the paint, shot is up, good. And that hurt. 4-point play by Kriegmont, and a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick 30-second break. Welcome back. Clark Slaniker here at the Bears Den. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third. KAYHI clinging to a 3-point lead. Kyler Charles will trigger for the Kings in the backcourt. Gets it into Lorenzo. And Lorenzo falls down with it, and they call a jump. They're going to give the timeout to KAYHI. Another 30-second timeout, so we'll take another quick 30-second break. Welcome back. KAYHI ball coming out of the timeout. As Coach Stockhausen called the timeout to save the possession. Kyler Charles will trigger on the side as he gets double teamed. And they get it into Slick. Bad pass over to Charles, but saved by Olstad. He gets by his man. Needs help over to Rhodes. Wanted Slick, not there, over to Charles. They swing it to Olstad on the far side. Down to Charles on the baseline. Up fake, kicks it out. Wide open Lorenzo for three, no good. And rebound Lorenzo. Now Olstad drives it in. Shot scooped up, no good. Rebound batted around to Kriegmont. Now Kriegmont pushes it up himself. Stops, pops for three. Good. Kriegmont, big quarter going. 9 already in the quarter, 24 in the game. Tied at 44. Slick with it, now off to Lorenzo. Back to Slick. He'll fire for three, and that's good. As Tyler Slick putting together his own good game here with 17. KAYHI with a 3-point lead, 47-44. Elizarde now with it. Looking for something over to Razor. He'll drive, has to give it up. Kriegmont, one dribble, 15-footer from the elbow, good. And Kriegmont is just a scoring machine, which I highly expected. And he is everything and more that I expected. 26 now for him. Down to Rhodes on the post, out to Lorenzo, back to Charles. Now Olstad, they swing it to Slick. Slick's gonna drive, and he's fouled by Razor. First foul on Raekwon Razor. 2-point lead for the Kings. Subs coming in, Bryant, McCormick, and Nelson. Elizarde, Hargrave, and Nichols all come out. Zach Hanchey back in for the Kings for Olstad. They get it right underneath to Josh Rhodes. Back out to Slick. One dribble, 15-footer, too hard. And rebound Bryant. They're going to call a foul on Slick on the rebound. That'll be his third. 6 team fouls on KAYHI, so it's the bonus from here on out for the Bears with 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. 1-point lead for the Kings, 47-46. Kriegmont will bring it up. He's going to go left. Dumps it down to Nelson. Little 6-footer on the baseline is good. As the Bears take the lead, 48-47. Quickly the other way to Rhodes. He goes up strong, fouled by Bryant. And Rhodes will go to the line to shoot a pair. Josh Rhodes, 7 points in the contest so far. Goes to the foul line for 2. Shot on the way is no good. He'll get another one. Fast-paced game. Second shot for Josh is up and good. Tied it up at 48. Nearly turned over in the backcourt. Kriegmont down in the corner to Nelson. And he had it picked by Lorenzo, who brings it into the front court, slows it down for Rhodes. Over to Slick. Slick thought about 3, didn't take it, now off to Hanchey. Up top to Lorenzo. Off to Slick at the top for 3, no good. Rebound secured by McCormick for the Bears. McCormick over to Kriegmont. Spins into the lane, gives it off to Razor for 3. Air ball, but McCormick flies in, secures the rebound. Now Bryant, his shot no good. And Rhodes comes away with it. Quickly up to Hanchey. And he gets tangled up in there. A jump ball is called, and it'll be KAYHI ball still. Tyler Slick will get a break here with a minute left in the quarter. Charles comes out as Olstad comes back in. Lorenzo to trigger, gets it into Hanchey. Out to Olstad, over to Rhodes. Lorenzo Hanchy, now Olstad. Slick, the lone senior on the court now. Skip pass to Lorenzo in the corner for three. Short, but right into the hands of Rhodes. Up and good. 50-48 KAYHI. Now McCormick for three at the top on the other end. It's good. Josh McCormick steps into a three. Lorenzo brings it up. Over to Rhodes. Now Hanchy. Slick in the far corner. Up to Olstad. Now Job and Lorenzo. They swing it to Rhodes. Back out to Lorenzo. As Coach Stockhausen calls out a play with 14 seconds to go. As they set it up, they get it to Hanchy. Skipped over to Slick. 4 seconds to go. He's going to fire, and it's good. Slick with 10 in the quarter, 19 in the game, 52-51 after 3 quarters, and we'll take a 1-minute break and come back with fourth quarter action. Welcome back. Clark Slaneker here at the Bears Den. And as I was adding up the numbers there after 3 quarters, no third quarter turnovers for KAYHI. Only 3 for the Bears. So a really clean quarter. The Bears outscoring KAYHI 21-18 in the quarter. Big quarters for Kriegmont and Slick, as Kriegmont with 11 in the third, Slick with 10. Elizarde with the ball for the Bears. Parker back in there for the Kings. Elizarde goes right. He's still just a lot of dribbling. Goes scoop to the hoop is no good. And rebound, Nichols turns and fires. It's good after it got batted out of the hands of Rhodes. First basket for Nichols. 53-52 Bears. Now Parker breaks free. Dumps off to Slick in the corner. He'll drive baseline, and he's fouled as he goes to the basket by Nichols. That'll be 4 on Nichols, and Slick will shoot 2. So Slick at the line. First shot on the way is good. He's got 20 now in the game. Well on his way to eating pizza. Second free throw is up and good for Slick. Elizarde brings it up. Quickly up ahead to McCormick. Crosses over, goes baseline. Floater on the baseline is good. Strong move by McCormick. He's got 13 now. Quickly to Parker the other way. Over to Olstad. Back down to Slick. And his shot's blocked by Kriegmont. And then a late foul. And they call the foul on Slick. It looked like Slick got fouled, and then they call the foul on him. Poor call. As Slick's got 4, and he's going to head to the bench. It's one of those scenarios where 2 guys maul him, and then Then they call the foul on him. Oddly officiated. Carrillo with it now. Hounded by Parker. Backdoor cut to Kriegmont. Gets in the lane. Hangs. Shot up. No good. And a foul. And the foul's on Olstad. Kriegmont to the foul line. Kriegmont notices some moisture on the floor right in front of the free throw line. Says, hey, we need to clean this up. Oh, they got nobody around, so the coach had to go over there and get the sweeper, clean it up himself. As now Kriegmont will toe the line. 8 team fouls on KAYHI, 5 on the Bears here. Kriegmont at the free throw line. First one, good. He's got 27 now as the Bears take a 2-point lead, 56-54. One more for Kriegmont. Shot, good. 28 now for Cooper. Huge game. Kyler Charles dumps down to Rhodes. Had it taken away. Carney pushes the other way, and he lost the handle. Dumps to McCormick, and he scores. 59-54. 5-point lead for the Bears. Over to Charles. Up to Olstad. They swing it to Rhodes. Rhodes drives, and he's fouled. Six team fouls on the Bears now. It'll be no shots. Lorenzo will trigger for the Kings. Nope, Charles will trigger for the Kings. They get it into Olstad, and he, bad pass, saved and out of bounds. Boy, just a terrible pass by Charles. Hit him right in the knee, and it was too hot. And Charles is going to be taken out. Carrillo brings it up for the Bears. Gets through the D, gets to Nichols. Has to kick out to Carney. Carney drives that back out to Nichols. Now to Kriegmont. Kriegmont drives, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Cooper Kriegmont, and it'll be a turnover. Tough D in the backcourt. Lorenzo gets it, brings it up, and he's fouled. And if that's on Nichols, he's gone. And that's number 5 on Nichols. And that'll get Elizarde into the game. No, they only got him with 4. I got him with 5. Huh. So Lorenzo at the line for the 1-on-1. Free throw on the way is good. 59-55 our score. 6:15 to go in the game. One more for Lorenzo. Shot on the way is good. He makes them both. 59-56. Elizarde brings it up. Goes right, now gets it off to McCormick. Back to Elizarde. Needs help, gets it to Kriegmont. Kriegmont gets double teamed, has to pick up his dribble over to Elizarde. Step back 3 by Elizarde, good. That was a dagger 3 by Elizarde. Now Lorenzo coming the other way for KAYHI. Parker. Parker fakes, drives, needs help. Backdoor cut by Hanchy. Over to Olstad. He's open for 3. Spins off, no good. Rebound Carrillo, but there's a foul. That's going to be on Carney on the rebound. So it's going to go to KAYHI. And that'll set Zach Hanchey to the line for a 1-on-1. And a timeout, 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back. 62-56, Bears by 6 with 5:20 to go in the game. Hanchey at the line for a 1-on-1 for the Kings. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound Kearney for the Bears. Quickly up ahead to Elizarde. Now to Kriegmont. They get it over to Carrillo. Step back three for Carrillo. Airball, but Kearney comes away with the offensive rebound. Now to Elizarde. Kriegmont drives, scoops, rolls in, good. 8-point lead now for the Bears. And stolen away from Lorenzo, coming the other way. Off to Kriegmont, and he's fouled by Rhodes. Second on Josh Rhodes as Jobin Lorenzo got double teamed and fell down. They just took the ball away from him. So Kriegmont goes to the line for a pair. And he's having a mammoth game. 30 points so far. Make it 31. As he makes the free throw. Tyler Slick, Kyler Charles come back in. Slick has had the hot hand for KAYHI, and he got in foul trouble. Second one from the foul line for Kriegmont, no good. Slick with the rebound. Up ahead to Rhodes, and a foul on Bryant. In the open court, that's 4 on Bryant now. Rhodes will, that's double bonus, so Rhodes will shoot 2. Both teams in the double bonus now. First one for Rhodes. It's up and good. 65-57 our score. 4:55 to go in the game. One more for Rhodes. Shot on the way. Good. 65-58. Elizarde brings it up. He'll go right. Over to Carrillo. Up top to McCormick. McCormick crosses over, goes left. Stolen away by Slick. Up ahead to Parker. Parker goes to the basket, and he's fouled, and he's going to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Elizarde. A lot of fouls here in the second half. 11 for the Bears and 9 for KAYHI. First free throw for Parker is up and good. Kearney coming in for Bryant. One more free throw for Parker is up and swished. He's got 7 in the game. Now Elizarde, 65-60 our score. He wants to go to the left side, over to Kearney. He drives baseline, gets to the backboard, shot is up, good, and the foul. Strong move by Kearney. And now he'll shoot the end one. Third foul on, no, 4 fouls they have on Rhodes. So they got to get the perspiration off the floor again. 7-point lead for the Bears. 4:21 to go here in the game. Kearney with the end one free throw. Shot on the way. Too hard. Rebound, Rhodes. Slick brings it up the other way. Gets all the way inside. Out to Rhodes for 3. And it's good. Josh Rhodes knocks down the 3. 67-63. McCormick the other way. Dumps down in the corner to Elizarde. Up top to Carrillo. They swing it to Kearney. Now back to Carrillo at the top for 3. That's too hard. And a foul on the rebound. No. It's just out of bounds to the Bears. Kriegmont to trigger. Into Elizarde. Nothing there. Had to back it out, and then they throw it away. Kyler Charles comes up with it. Tried to get it to Parker and kicked out by Carrillo, so it's KAYHI ball after the steal. So it's going to be KAYHI ball. They're down 4, 3:45 to go in the game. 67-63 our score. Into Parker. Fakes the 3, steps back, fires it this time. That's no good. Rebound, Kriegmont. Kriegmont pushes the other way. All the way down, shot no good. Rebound batted around, it's still loose, and Parker comes up with it. And then a foul in the backcourt against the Bears, and we're going to march to the other end for 2 shots. Foul's going to be on Kriegmont, his second. And J.J. Parker will be the one going to the line after he got the rebound. And that's 3 on Kriegmont, according to the board. So 3:31 to go in the game. KAYHI down 4 after the Bears were up 9 at one point here in the fourth quarter. Parker's first free throw rolls in, good. And the Bears are going to call a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break. KAYHI down 3 here in the Bears Den. We'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back. J.J. Parker will be at the foul line for one more here after the timeout. 1 possession game now with 3:30 to go here in the game. Shot is on the way. Short. Rebound batted around in there. Saved by Kearney. KAYHI thought he was out of bounds. Quickly up to Elizarde, now to Kearney. McCormick nearly had it stolen away. Backdoor cut by Nichols, scooped underneath, no. Olstad with the rebound. Over to Parker coming the other way. Off to Olstad, now Slick. Out to Lorenzo. He'll drive in, gets inside, dumps to Rhodes. His shot is up, no good. And the rebound to the Bears. Nice feed by Lorenzo. Still a 1-possession game with 2:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. McCormick, or Kriegmont with it. He wants a screen. And he's going to get it. No, doesn't use it. Now over to Kearney. Back to Kriegmont. They're going to take the air out of the ball here. Kriegmont off to McCormick. They're going to make KAYHI foul. Now Elizarde going to drive, dumps off to Nichols, shot up, no. And the rebound is loose. The Bears come up with it. And they'll reset. Elizarde dribbling around out there, and a 5-second is called, and they turn it over. So Elizarde trying to do too much. They did burn some time, but still only a one-possession game. Lorenzo with it. Brings it into the front court. Gets it over to Slick. He'll bomb for three. Spins off, no good. Rebound Kriegmont. 2 minutes. 67-64 our score. Bears up by 3. And now blocking call on Olstad. That's his 4th. Kriegmont going to the line. Double bonus, he'll shoot 2. Kriegmont with 31 in the game. Free throw on the way is short, no good. He'll get another one. Garrett Bryant will come into the game now, as Kearney will come out. Second free throw now for Kriegmont. Shot on the way. Too hard, rebound Josh Rhodes. Gets it off to Lorenzo, now to Rhodes. He gets it across the timeline, off to Olstad. Now Lorenzo, over to Rhodes. He wants to drive, kicks it off to Olstad. Now to Parker, they swing it to Slick. Over to Rhodes, up to Olstad. Now to Lorenzo, they swing it to Parker. Drives by his guy, gets to the rim, shot no good. Rebound the Bears. Then they get it across the timeline, get it to Kriegmont. Just over a minute to go here. Kriegmont goes left. Gets tangled up down there, has to get it out now to Nichols. Now out to Elizarde. Elizarde gives it up to Kriegmont. Kriegmont is going to drive baseline. Cut off, gets it out to Elizarde. Elizarde dribbles right. They're going to have to foul, down to 40 seconds here in a one-possession game. At some point, you got to foul. Now to Nichols, Kriegmont. Oh, nearly poked away from Kriegmont. He got it back. Now over to McCormick. He's going to drive baseline. Little runner rolls off, no good. Olstad with the rebound. Gets it out to Slick. 17 seconds to go. Oh, they cream him. Kriegmont. That's his 4th. And Slick will go to the line. And he'll shoot 2 in the double bonus. 67-64 our score. Juneau really took a long possession there. Slick with 2 free throws. First one is good. He's got 22 in the game. So one more for Slick. Second free throw by Slick as he takes his time on the way. It's good. And now we have a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break and be back for the end of this one. Welcome back. Clark Slaniker here at the Bears Den. 67-66. 15 seconds left. The Bears have a 1-point lead and the ball. Garrett Bryant to trigger for the Bears. KAYHI in a man-to-man defense. Bryant looking to get it in. They get it into McCormick, and they immediately foul him. And it's going to be on Josh Rhodes. He's going to foul out. It was either Rhodes or Slick, and one of them was fouling out. So 14 seconds to go. It'll be a two-shot foul for Brock McCormick. So it's still going to be, even if he makes them both, KAYHI could tie with a 3. McCormick. Shot on the way. Good. Brock having a nice game. He's got 15. Archie Dundas checks into the game for the first time for more 3 shooting. So one more for McCormick from the foul line. Shot is up, spins off, no good. Garrett Bryant gets the offensive rebound and goes back up. He's fouled. And if that's on Olstead, he's out. And they call it on Slick, and he's out. So Kyler Charles will come in him. So Rhodes is fouled out. Slick is fouled out. Garrett Bryant will be at the foul line for a pair with a 2-point lead, 68-66 for the Bears. First one for Bryant, no good. So KAYHI will have a chance here if they can, if he makes it or if they can get a rebound. Second one for Bryant is up, no good. Rebound batted out. Jobin Lorenzo comes up with it, gets it over to J.J. Parker. Now to Olstad, to Parker. Over to Archie Dundas for 3, no good. And that will do it. The Kings will fall 68-66 to the Crimson Bears in a barn burner. And we'll do this one again tomorrow night. But, boy, what a game. And KAYHI had a chance there in the end. And Dundas' shot was partially blocked as he's the one that ended up with it. And time was running out. He had to fire it, but to no avail. And that will do it as the Kings will fall 66-68 to the Crimson Bears in a tight one. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with our Mendenhall Auto post-game report, our Subway player of the game for the Bears, and our Gold Pan Pizza player of the game for the Kings. Welcome back. Boy, I barely got it all added up here before getting back to our Mendenhall Toyota halftime or post-game report as the Bears get the victory in their opening game of the season, 68-66 over the KAYHI Kings. And it a barn burner. KAYHI had one last-ditch effort with a shot, and they definitely did not get the shot they were looking for, and they fall to the Bears. And, boy, looking at the stats, you can really see a couple that sticks out. Offensive rebounding was a killer as the Bears dominating the offensive glass. They had 19 offensive rebounds in the game, KAYHI with only 7. 21 defensive rebounds for the Bears, KAYHI with 14. Turnovers really close, the Bears with 18, KAYHI with 17. And then free throw shooting kept KAYHI close because the Bears could not knock down free throws, as they were 12 of 27 in the game from the foul line. KAYHI 14 of 20, and they were 10 of 11 or 9 of 11 in the fourth quarter, and that kept them close in the game. So leading the way for the victorious team, the Crimson Bears, is our Subway player of the game, Cooper Kriegmont, and he was just not to be denied tonight as he put up 31 points. He had 8 field goals, he had 2 3-pointers, and he was 9 of 17 from the free throw line for his 31. And then he was followed by Brock McCormick. Brock was 16 points in the game. He had 6 field goals. He made 1 3-pointer, and he was 1 for 2 from the foul line. And then 8 points for Lope Elizarde with 2 field goals, 1 3-pointer, and he was 1 for 2 from the line. 7 points for Garrett Bryant on 3 field goals, and he was 1 for 4 from the foul line. 2 points for Tyus Carney on 1 field goal. He was 0 for 1 from the foul line. 2 points for Porter Nelson on 1 field goal. He was 0 for 1 from the foul line. And 2 points for Malachi Nichols on 1 field goal. On the other side, leading the way for the KAYHI Kings is our Gold Pan Pizza player of the game, Tyler Slick, for the KAYHI Kings. Slick had 23 points in the game. He had 6 field goals, 2 3-pointers, and he was 5 for 5 from the foul line. And then 15 points in the game for Josh Rhodes. Rhodes had 3 field goals, 2 3-pointers, and he was 3 for 4 from the foul line. And then 8 points for J.J. Parker on 1 3-pointer, 1 field goal, and J.J. was 3 for 4 from the foul line. 7 points by Clayton Olstad. Olstad had 2 field goals and 1 3-pointer. And then 5 points for Jobin Lorenzo. He had 1 3-pointer and was 2 for 2 from the foul line. 5 points for Zach Hanchey on 1 3-pointer, 1 field goal, 0 for 1 from the foul line. And Kyler Charles had 3 points on 1 field goal. He was 1 for 2 from the foul line. And that rounds out the scoring for KAYHI. As what a barn burner in this game here as KAYHI holds on 68-60. Juneau holds on to beat KAYHI 66-68 in a close one. Juneau got out to a 9-point lead there in the fourth quarter as KAYHI came back to make it really close, but Juneau was still able to hold on. But, boy, what a close game throughout. After one quarter, our score was 18 apiece. At halftime, it was 34-30 KAYHI. After 3 quarters, KAYHI was up by 1, 52-51, and our final, 68-66. We'd like to thank everybody for listening tonight, all of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible, our board ops back at the stations, and Cherie Curry and the gang out there at the radio station here in Juneau that make it all happen. And we'd like to thank all them, and, of course, all of our sponsors. And we couldn't do this without them as well. And all of our fans. And with it just seems more important than ever that with these empty gyms here, but we get to play basketball. So we'd like to thank everybody for listening and have a good